Well, hey everyone, welcome back to Winterfell Camp. Me, Lad from the Woods video. Well, we've had a surprising day. It's Saturday, December 21st, and Alex came to, we were going to go fill the 100-pound tank, which we did. The lad that was there didn't know how to fill a 100-pound, and he didn't have the weights for the scales. So there's a bleeder valve on the side of it, so we filled it up until the bleeder valve started putting air out. So I'm not sure if it was filled correctly. We'll have to find out. But anyways, big surprise is Alex decided to take a whack at the wood stove. And I was going to go buy, he's taking the pipe out. I was going to go buy used pipe, but Alex priced the Selkirk pipes at Home Hardware. By the time we're all said and done, it would have been the same thing with the used ones. Then they would have been used. We would have been forced to buy a certain size, and had I not got the right size, then we'd have to buy these reducers. So it come out to the same thing. So we ended up getting three 36-inch Selkirks, 6-inch, like, you know, for my stove, and then there's some other parts. But it cost, the whole thing cost like $998. I'm like, well, that's all brand new, so that's a no-brainer. So anyways, like I said, to my great surprise, Alex is wailing away at it. So, what's this? Oh, that's off the thermostat. Good. So anyways, Alex did it. But when when the young lad filled it, he didn't really know. He said it was his very first one. Now I poured water, and I'm seeing ice. I don't know, it looks like it's about a little under 2/3 full, so I don't know. It felt right, but we couldn't weigh it. But he opened this with that little thing there when he was filling it. And when it started bleeding the air, that's when he stopped. So I don't know if that was the right thing to do. Anyways, I tried checking on the internet, and it's very confusing what's on there. Nobody seems to know what they're talking about. So come Monday, I'm going to call into the store because the owner's always there during the day. I'm going to tell him what happened and what should I do. And if he tells me to bring it back, well, then c'est la vie, we bring it back. But the price of propane also went down $30. I was shocked. I only paid $90 for a 100-pound tank. $99. I hope he charged me the right price. Maybe he didn't, because that's a big drop in a year, $30. So anyways, that's what's going on. But Alex is wailing away at this now. And so now the new pipe is going to go straight up instead of that curb nonsense, because that doesn't work with the airtight. But I mean, I've got wood here. If he finishes it today, we don't know. But I mean, I could be heating with wood tonight. So I'm not too concerned about the propane. The only thing the propane runs is the hot water on demand. Only the big furnace, because, you know, I'm running it now. But I mean, I ran the 30-pound for 2 days with the furnace running, you know, not often, but often enough, and it didn't barely hit that 30-pound tank. And I've done dishes, so I've used the hot water. I did a shower, I used the hot water. So anyways, I'm running it now, but I won't, like, it's only going to use a little bit between now and Monday, so it's not like it's like I've used a whole bunch. So anyways, I'll talk to the guy, tell him what happened. He might tell me to bring it back, or I could bring it to Canadian Tire and have them weigh it there, and you know, then I'll get them to give me a receipt with the weight on it, and I'll bring it back to the other guy, and we can figure it out from there. Anyways, I wish I was more knowledgeable. I Googled it, but there's just no information on that that's of any use whatsoever. So anyways, so yeah, here we are. I didn't, like I said, I was going to borrow the money from my mom, and I was kind of humming and hawing about it, but I got my mom's credit card, and we went over to Home Hardware, and the lady got it figured out, so I didn't have to worry because it's not in my name. But anyways, we've got all the parts, so you couldn't find a safer system than this, which with this tiny little trailer, it's, you know, obviously the smart thing to do. And so here we are. welcome to Saturday at Winterfell Camp, hey guys? So, anyways, at least we'll have the wood stove. Now, I gotta go find Gerald, and Alex and I are gonna have to go see Gerald and load up some wood in the truck and bring it back here, and So that won't be on Monday because Alex is booked at the company on Monday, so I think he's about to get busy there. So anyways, we'll just have to work around with what he's got. And Danny, the job that was like a real emergency at his place now is stopped because he had some people working there that didn't work out. Alex is only one person, so there's only so much, he can do. And like I said before, Danny's in a hurry to get into this new place because his landlord with the current place, it's just a mess. And of course, what a time of year for Danny having to go through that. So he's stressed, a little bit more than stressed. How can you blame the lad? Anyways, on that news, I probably shouldn't jump to anything until Danny makes a deal because I'm not speaking for him, but we're going to hire Danny at the company. We have definitely a job he can do there, and we need him. So between Danny and Alex, we've got 2 diamonds out of the rough. And I mean, talk about fucking lucky finding 2 people like that. Anyways, maybe I could win the lottery now, perhaps. But yeah, so he's out there now. I'll just show you guys. It's minus 15 Celsius, but he's like me. I think he's got antifreeze in his blood like me. Perfect guy to go ice fishing and go up north with. So anyway, he's doing his magic over there. I'm not quite sure what, because it's a little bit above my pay grade. But anyways, the place won't burn down is probably the main point. But anyhow, there we go, folks. What do you want me to say to you? So wood heat, and it's the perfect time because it's cold. Well, not for me cold. I could be out there fucking naked. I'd be happy. But for you guys, especially in the States, you don't get that kind of cold unless you're in Wyoming or Montana or Alaska. So everywhere else, well, yeah, maybe not. Maybe upper Michigan, depends. So the Great Lakes kind of fuck up the temperatures there. If the Great Lakes weren't there, it'd be colder. So anyways, but the Great Lakes are there and they're not going anywhere. So anyway, we might have it, we might not, don't matter. It's close to being done one way or another. So yeah, so I'm kind of like in wow mood here today. I was working on new video. I was talking to Daniel from the Highlands. You guys will see him. He's a friend on the, I don't like followers. I told you, I don't like that name. He's a friend, but Danny is like a real friend because he has property out here and is from out here. He's living in town because he's got people renting his one place and he's living in another, and he's got a job in the city, so he's got all kinds of things that he's having to deal with. So he's in the city. But anyways, he's here. He's one of us. And then, of course, Alex is. He's from out here and all that. So anyways, Danny, him and I were yakking last night, and usually it's me texting, what I call it text storming. So Danny will get me talking, and then I'll start sending like a million messages at a time. He's probably laughing right now watching this. So anyways, I had started working on an opinion thing on A Voice in the Bush. Danny ends up watching it, makes a comment, so then we end up talking. But this time I was so tired, I was falling asleep, I couldn't text storm him. So that's unusual enough. So I ended up falling asleep while I'm talking to Danny, because I wanted to wake up and do some editing for you guys, because I haven't done Lad from the Woods, and I got to do it. But I wore myself out with the UFO stuff, and then my friend Anna is having issues, and so her and I were on the thing, on the video thing, up until 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning. So I was just beat to rat shit. So anyway, I fall asleep. And next thing I know, it's 10:15 in the morning, and there's Alex with the video phone going on my phone. Me. And I'm like, okay, oh, it's Alex. Better answer it. So I click it. I'm completely fucking out of it. I can't think. I can't talk. I am gone. Not stoned or anything. Just I slept so deep, I was gone. So anyway, good sleep. I feel good. anyways, so Alex is like, hey, I went to Home Depot, Home Hardware. I priced this stuff out. So as I just said, it ends up being like one half dozen of the other. And I can't find any used stovepipe now because whatever, I go get the money organized and now nobody's got them on Facebook Marketplace. But then I would have had to buy used ones. We don't know the condition. Well, I could look at it and know the condition, but I mean, they're still used. We may not get the size that we wanted. So then we're using reducers or whatever. And so we go all through all this. Well, by the time all said and done we were better off to buy it new. The price ends up being the same. So it's like, but I get new everything. So it's like, duh. So anyway, so he does that. So, okay, he's coming here. We're going to fill the 100-pound tank. So we do that. I go over to my mom's. I tried to transfer money over the Interact way, but there's something wrong. I couldn't do it. So we grabbed my mom's credit card. I was hoping that they were going to take it because my last name and her last name are different because she, I had to be born on my original name, and when she married my stepdad, but he's my dad. But so I don't have that name, and I never got around to changing it. He was supposed to adopt me to put me at his name when I was little, but he ended up in the army, and it's a long story, so it never got done. So anyhow, but they took the credit card. I was having trouble. The girl at the cash, she's like, okay, I'll help you. And she did it. And bing, bing, bada boom, bada boom. So we got all the parts. I guess we got all the parts we need. It seems like it is. He would have said so if it wasn't. So, but yeah, I mean, wow, eh? So anyways, he's working on it. I don't know how long this is going to take. I mean, it's involved. He's got to drill through the roof. Then he's got to climb on the roof, so I don't know. The main part will be the roof. I mean, putting the pipes on the stove is nothing. That's the easy part, but it's going through here, you see. So, but that's only like 4 inches. It's insulation, and then I think it's 2x4 or 2x2 metal. I'm not sure. But anyways, I mean, he's got all the fancy tools for that. So, I mean, from here straight up through here, and then he's got to put the seal around it and all that, right? And then there's this stuff you got to put on it to seal it, and then he puts the pipe up, and then he puts the cap on, and we're rocking. Well, at least we assume we're rocking. I mean, we don't know until we try it, right? So anyway, so there you go, folks. Quite the surprise Saturday. I didn't expect any of this other than the propane tank. And that kind of got messed up because the young lad's a good lad at the store. Don't get anything wrong. He works at Centex. He's a really good lad. But it was his first time building a 100-pounder, and they didn't have weights. And that's because Centex, when they bought the gas fire in Lanark, bought it from another company, and they had to get everything reapproved. They had to bring in new equipment for the propane. They were down for months trying to get all this shit done with the ministry in Ontario. So it's done. But this is one thing they hadn't filled yet, was a 100-pound tank. I had been going to Canadian Tire in Perth, and they're all set up with fancy stuff there. So anyway, so that brings us up right to the moment. There's really nothing else to tell you, but things are happening here. So, all right, everyone. So I'll be back. There might be a part 2. I don't know. But anyways, thanks for coming. Please like, share, and subscribe if you want to help out with all these expenses. So there you go. Cats, birds, firewood, stoves, whatever. PayPal.com, Lad from the Woods. BuyMeACoffee.com, Lad from the Woods. If you want to follow my UFO, I got UFO UAP First Contact channel on YouTube. I have A Voice in the Bush and Real Wicked Tunes, which I'm going to be starting to do new music on, new music reactions there like I did before. So, okay, so everyone be good to their fellow human. I will say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody now in case I forget. And yeah, peace, long life, and live long and prosper. See y'all soon.